Hello, my name is Leah. Thanks for joining. Today we're doing a Vinyasa flow meant for detox. We'll be doing a lot of twisting and wringing out our body. It's really good for getting rid of those toxins that can often build up inside of us on a day-to-day basis. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's get started. Let's meet in child's pose. So come to a kneeling position, sit your hips back on your knees, on your hips, and extend your arms out long. Your forehead can rest on the ground, and let's just start to take some mindful breaths here. In through your nose, expanding your rib cage, filling your lungs, and exhale through your nose, engaging your core and squeezing your ribs. Spread your fingertips out wide. And maybe set an intention for today's class. Something that you want to focus on or not focus on or let go of. Or maybe something as simple as focusing on your breathing. One more inhale here. And then we'll come back up to tabletop. We'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, cow, drop your belly. Exhale, cat, round your spine, gaze towards the back of your mat. Inhale, cow, take your gaze up. Exhale, cat, round your spine. And then just come to neutral spine here. Walk your palms forward a step and your knees back and lower all the way down. Front body flat on the mat. Your chin can rest on the mat or your forehead, keeping your hands underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, peel your chest all the way up off of the mat. Take your gaze up for baby cobra. Light pressure in your hands, shoulders low away from your ears. Exhale, release. Forehead rests on the mat again. This time, walk your hands forward, maybe off of the mat. And on your inhale, peel your chest up and press into your palms, encouraging even more lift in your chest. Exhale, drop your elbows down so that your forearms are planted on the mat. And maybe your hands actually are reaching off of the mat. And take your gaze over your right shoulder. See if you can look all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Hold in this Sphinx pose here. And when you're ready, tuck your chin under, walk your hands back underneath your shoulder, tuck your toes, and in one movement, hips lead up and back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in a little if you need, and just arrive here, pressing into your palms. Pedaling out your hips. Inhale, left leg lifts up overhead, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Lift all the way up, high crescent lunge, all 10 toes facing the front of the mat. Bring your hands to prayer, heart center. Spin your back foot out 45 degrees just to find a bit of stability and balance here. Bring your back foot, all 10 toes to face the front of the mat. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes, and then on your inhale, lift your spine up. Exhale, twist your body over to the left side, hooking your right elbow around the outside of your left knee and pressing into your palms to encourage your chest to the left side. Hold for 1 breath. Then come out of your twist, arms reach up overhead, look up. Exhale, plant your palms framing your front foot and step your front foot to meet your back, and let's go through our vinyasa. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower your head and press up into downward facing dog. Steady your breath here. When you're ready, inhale, right leg lifts up behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, swing your foot and step it in between your palms. Stay high on your feet and lift all the way up into high crescent lunge. Hands at prayer, palms pressing into one another. Maybe you spin your back foot out 45 degrees for a little stability. Hold here. And if you did spin your foot out, bring it back to face the front of the mat. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes, and in your inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist over to the right, pressing into your palms. Take your gaze up to the ceiling or out straight. Inhale, undo your twist. Arms reach up all the way overhead. Lift up, look up. Exhale, plant your palms by your front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift up on your back knee, and step your front foot back to meet your back. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, hips lead up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale. And sigh it out, exhale. Bend your knees, take your gaze in between your palms at the front of the mat. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, come to mountain pose, Tadasana. Arms stay down by your side. From here, root down on your left, in your left foot, all 4 corners of your foot, pressing down into the mat. Lift up on your right knee, bending at 90 degrees. From here, bring your hands on your hips. See if you can bring your left hand on the outside of your right knee. So we're starting to turn our body, our chest, to the right side. If you feel stable here, bring your right hand out behind you, thumb up to the sky. Working into dancing Shiva. Hold here. If you'd like more, reach down for the outside of your right foot and see if you can kick your right leg out in front of you. It might be straight, it might be bent, it's wherever you're at. Exhale, release the grip of your foot or your knee. Come back to center. See if you can hold that lifted leg. Exhale, release. Pedal out your hips for a second here before we go to the other side. Root down nice and strong on your right foot, bending our left knee up. Keep a bend in that standing leg. Hands on your hips. And when you're ready, right hand reaches for the outside of our left knee. And left arm reaches out straight back behind you. Left thumb up to the sky. If you're feeling stable here with your chest shining to the left, you can reach down with your right hand, grip the outside of your left foot, and start to kick that left foot out straight. Hold here for one more breath. And then slowly undo your twist. Keep that leg lifted. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, reach hands up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your palms to the ground and drop your knees, coming high onto your knees here. Your knees are about hips width distance apart. Our toes are untucked behind us. We're going to work into camel. On your inhale, place your palms on your lower back so that your fingertips are facing down to the ground, and bring your elbows in towards each other behind your back. Slowly take your gaze up overhead and push into your hips. Push them forward and take your gaze further and further back until you can drop one hand and the other into camel. When you're ready to come out, replace one hand and then the other back on your hips. Slowly lift your head all the way back up, and then sit your hips down on your heels into child's pose. Arms reach out, long forehead rests on the ground. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Bring your right knee up towards your right hand and spin your foot towards the left side of the room, working into pigeon. Extend your left leg long behind you, and you can keep your hands planted on the ground, or you can lower onto your forearms. Really feeling the stretch in our hip flexor, our quad, our hamstring, even the calf here. If you'd like, you're welcome to lower all the way onto your forehead and extend your arms out long, or you can stay up on your forearms. One more breath here. Long exhale. Push yourself up to a tall seated position. Swing your left foot up to the front of the mat, and let's switch sides. Left leg bends in front of you, left foot facing the right side of the room, and extend your right leg long behind you. Come up onto your right calf this time, or right shin, and lower yourself onto your forearms if your body permits. Again, you're welcome to extend your arms long and lower your forehead onto the ground if that feels good, or stay up on your forearms. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, roll onto the flesh of your left hip and extend your right leg to the right and your left to the left for a wide-legged forward fold here. Keeping your back nice and straight, your shoulders low. Inhale, come back to a tall seat. Bring your legs to the front of your mat together and lower all the way onto your back, keeping your legs bent. Lift your right leg, cross it over your left, and let your knees fall to the left side. Arms can be like cactus out by your side, or airplane wings out long. And just take your gaze over to the right side, feeling a nice supine twist. Try to get your right shoulder as low to the mat as possible. Inhale, knees come up to center. Undo the cross of your legs. Let's do the other side. Left leg crosses over right. Knees fall to the right side, and take your gaze over to the left. Inhale, take your gaze up to the sky, knees up under your cross, and let's take our final rest in Savasana. Sigh everything out. You're welcome to rest here for as long as you'd like. Maybe do a full body scan and notice the difference that you feel now compared to at the beginning of class. After we did all this twisting and wringing, can you feel the difference? And finally, when you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position. Hands together at heart center. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.
I just wanted to say a special thank you to our friends at Wade Studio for letting us use their beautiful space here. If you're in the Toronto area, you should definitely check them out at wadestudio.ca.